What's up, you guys? Welcome to Legacies, your podcast brought to you by Hawah Impact Initiative. I'm Viviane Koutop, the host and the creator of this initiative. And Legacies is actually a platform where we're giving the voice to the most amazing women that we have among us. So today we have our guest, Miss Hawah Tembedu. So welcome, Miss Tembedu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I like the smile. Again, welcome again. And then, tell us a little bit about you. And most importantly, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
So thank you very much for having me, Vivian.
Sure.
It's such a pleasure to be here. So my name is Hawah Tembedu, and I am a Senegalese Zambian. I was born in Zambia, where I did my primary school, and then I came to Senegal, where I did my secondary school and went to university here. So actually, I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm a school co-founder, and I am also the acting managing director of my school.
Really? Yes. So she is a co-founder.
Yes.
She's a CEO. Like, she's literally the boss lady. She take the decisions. She's not only execute, she's take the decisions. So how did you work out? How did you manage to become like a young lady as you are? And how did it work out for you?
So actually, I think I can humbly say God has been directing my career steps. Like any other student, I did I major in business management.
Okay.
So I did not study education.
Yeah.
I did not start there. I did business management. I started from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like any other graduate, I did my internships. I worked in different organizations.
Yeah.
But what's very interesting about my career is that the two last organizations I worked for really just unlocked my potential and my passion for education.
I see.
Especially education in Africa. Yeah. So actually, let me say the last organization I worked for is a school, actually.
Huh.
And even before joining that, I was working in an organization where we're really taking care of children. So, yes.
So you love kids.
Yes.
And you want to, you work actually with kids from morning to evening.
Evening, actually.
Huh.
Yeah. So I think it's more of a calling.
I see.
It's more of a calling than a job. Like I said, it's also very important to work in a very positive environment because my potential was unlocked because of the environment where I was working.
It's true.
Because I was working with a very, very kind and very, very very nice person. So my boss really, I know I had the potential, I had the passion and everything, but he unlocked it.
Yeah.
And then the love for education, the passion for education just came up on me.
I know. I mean, sometimes it's really not easy. You I don't know, you get some bosses and who are like really bosses and leaders.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then and if he doesn't provide like the right environment,
exactly,
you don't get like the opportunity to unlock your potential, like you're saying.
And and I was connected to somebody who had the same vision and the same passion.
I see.
Yes, because it was a secondary school, but my passion was more of like kindergarten. I was seeing children.
Okay.
More than, so the passion was there.
From
where I was working.
Okay. Where I
was working was a secondary school, but my vision and my passion was just to
like small kids.
Yeah, to work with children. I think the first thing in entrepreneurship is, like I always say, it's a calling. Everybody can say I'm an entrepreneur, but I think it's you don't just become an entrepreneur all of a sudden. It's like a process. You have to serve first.
Yeah.
Like you have to serve, because that serving aspect really, really helps you.
Okay.
That is why wherever you're working, no matter where you are, you have to serve with all your heart, because you don't know where God is going to take you.
Yeah. So, but there's one thing that I wanted to ask. Some of our young girls now, they're like, I don't know, young people around now, when you talk about serving, in their mind, they need to be paid. But do you think that volunteering in as part of the service work that you're talking about, is it important?
Yeah, I think you really, really need to serve and don't focus on the financial aspect, even though the financial aspect is very important for an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know there are some people that say they started their business with 1,000, 2,000, but
Yeah.
finance is very, very important. Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But when you are serving, focus on the vision of that organization.
I see.
You understand? Like, serve with all your heart. Do anything you can for them.
Even if it's for somebody else.
Even if it's for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, what unlocked my potential to start a school with a friend is because I loved the vision of the secondary school where I was working. I loved the objectives. I liked everything about the school.
I see.
And when I was talking with my friend, we were like, education starts from from zero, let me say, to 3 years old.
Yeah.
That early childhood part is very, very crucial in education. It's very, very important. People think that education starts maybe at secondary school.
Yeah.
But for us, what was attracting us was that age, from 0 to 3, from 0 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
Because we know that is where we can make the
most impact.
The impact.
Yeah.
Yes, especially in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just take a little break. We'll take a break for a few minutes and then we'll be right back. Welcome back to Legacies. And if you just joined us, we are here with our host, our amazing, incredible, magnificent Miss Hawah Tambadoum. So she was telling us a little bit how it's really important for you, if you are an entrepreneur, a young lady, to have some few things that are some key elements, especially to have the passion.
Yes.
And to be resilient.
Yeah.
And to be able to accept to serve, even if it's for free.
Yeah, so like I was saying, like being an entrepreneur does not happen in one day.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a calling. Mm-hmm. So before you become an entrepreneur, you have to accept every step that God gives to you. Like every opportunity, I see it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean like when you finish from university, you can be an entrepreneur the next day.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, even if you want to work in the fashion industry, it doesn't mean the other industries, you can't work for those industries.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to accept any opportunity that is given to you till the time is right.
Yeah, don't shut any door. Like
don't shut any door.
Any opportunity coming up your way.
Exactly.
Just be able to accept and embrace it. And you never know what will happen.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure after your studies, you study business management.
Yes.
Or business management.
Yes, I did.
Right?
I studied business management. Yes.
I'm pretty sure after your studies, you weren't even thinking about like being in the education sector
at all.
And see where you are right now.
Exactly. Like I said, as after I finished my studies, just like any other student, I did an internship.
Yeah.
And from that internship, I agreed to serve.
Yeah.
And then from the internship, then I started working for an organization.
Yeah.
Then from there, I think God was moving me from one step to another. And in each organization you work, no matter how your boss is, no matter how you are paid, you get something.
Yeah, it's not necessarily monetary. So you need to be able to accept that even if your salary is, I don't know, 50K from the beginning, you need to be able to accept that because, I mean, it's just the beginning. Nobody started with 3 million.
Exactly. So no matter where you are, work with all your heart.
Yeah.
Work with all your heart. Yeah. Like I embraced the vision of each organization where I worked. I embraced the vision and I worked with all my heart and I learned something. And I am where I am today because I worked for people. Like I have what I have today because I worked for people.
Now I want to be an entrepreneur.
And
you're making it sound so easy. Like, okay.
Because most of the time, with social media, you tend to see a lot of success stories where people are talking about where they are today. So don't think that they arrive where they are today just like that. A lot of people had to serve. Quite all right, there are some people that inherit directly businesses. Yes, it happens because that's their calling.
Yeah, but people with like humble beginnings, like, I mean, you weren't born with a golden spoon in your mouth.
Exactly.
So you need to work for it.
Yes.
You need to accept that actually,
exactly.
There's it's a process.
It's a process.
You have to start from somewhere.
Exactly.
And you need to accept that, okay, today I'm here, but in 5 years, I'm not going to be here.
Yes, exactly. Like you have to be led before you lead.
Huh.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Like you really have to be led by somebody before you start leading.
Yeah.
Life is a school. Each organization has something to teach you. No matter the behavior of the boss, no matter the behavior of the colleagues, each organization has something positive to teach you.
I agree.
Yes, exactly.
I totally agree. Yeah, coming back on something that you were talking about, you said you are a co-founder of a school, meaning that, and you work with kids.
Yes.
Meaning, when they're at a young age, from 0 to maybe 5, 10, that's when they are like, they're in the formative ages of their life. That's where they form their personalities. Meaning that you have like the biggest like responsibility. We want to have like good citizens. Please. I think that's where you have the opportunity to impact those young people.
Exactly.
So do you take that job seriously? I mean, we're talking about a whole generation of people.
Yes.
And you don't need to have like a huge number of people before you say that you are making an impact. Even if it's 2 or 3 kids, you already you making them the best responsible people is already an impact on this generation.
Exactly.
How are you taking that job and that responsibility?
Yes, so like I said earlier, I think for me, I no longer see it as a job. I see it as a calling.
Yeah.
Because it's a very sensitive sector. So the passion is there.
Yeah.
The love is there, but the discipline also needs to be there.
Yeah.
And the education industry is a sector that is very sensitive, and there are rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So first of all, what we do is that we have the passion, we have the love, we are there for the children, of course, quite all right. But there are rules and regulations that we follow.
Yeah.
Right. There's what we call the education program, the Senegalese program. There's a program that is there to help us, help the children.
Yeah.
But we also have, apart from that, we have our vision. Our school has a vision. And it's a positive and wonderful vision.
Look at that.
For the children.
She's glowing just because you're talking about...
Exactly.
Look at that.
So I just wanted to insist that, first of all, it's true, quite all right, we have our vision, but there are rules and regulations in education.
Yeah.
There's a program that we have to follow. We submit to the Ministry of Education. But apart from that, we have a vision. We have a vision, we have our objectives for the children. Yeah. We want to contribute to the education industry, to the program positively. Yeah. In the way we transmit like our values to the children.
So if the next generation of kids I see around and they are like only social media centered, I'm going to come and blame you. No, I'm serious. You people who are in education have the responsibility to teach them that, okay, what's happening on social media is not necessarily the reality. Yeah. What's happening on social media is not necessarily where I'm not saying that social media is like bad. But I mean, don't only focus on that. Real life is also happening. You have also, go outside and, learn new things and adventure and, go do stuff outside.
Yeah, actually, like I said, working in the education industry is very sensitive. You have the program, you have the rules and regulations that are given to you by the Ministry of Education. Yeah. You have a program, a specific program also that is given to you, but you have the huge responsibility on you, like to use your vision. Yeah. And that's where our role comes in, right? Okay. Because there are so many schools, but that's where our vision comes in, like to offer quality education, a positive environment for the children, because, children learn when they're feeling secured.
Yeah.
When a child feels secure, the child gives his or her maximum best.
I see.
You understand? So the first thing is to create a positive environment for the children, like to learn. So there is no day that I go to the office and I don't learn something from a child.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We are coming back. Stay with us, okay? Again, don't leave. Welcome back to Legacies. And if you just joined us, we are here with our host. So now let's talk about for all those young girls out there that are like planning to become like entrepreneur and don't have anything. So what will you say to them? What would be your advice?
Yes. So my advice is that you need to trust the process. Like trust the process. Wherever you are, know that you are doing good. Yes. Yeah. Like every step is very important. So trust the process. And if you have made up your mind to start a business, do not be afraid to take the risks. Yeah. Because that's where success lies. You understand? So do not be afraid to take the risk. Yeah. Yes, because before you succeed, you have to take the risk. Yeah. So do not be afraid. No matter your age, do not be afraid. And then, like I said, surround yourself with positive people. Because it's very important. Because you can have the means, you can have the potential, but if you don't surround yourself with positive people, you might stop. If you are an entrepreneur and you are surrounded with so many negative thoughts, negative behaviors, you will not move forward.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's my advice.
You need to be also able to ask for help.
Exactly. Yes, that's why you need positive people around you, because at a certain point, like I said, you will need people, no matter what. It's a
must.
It's a must. It's an obligation. Yeah. You need people. That is why shout out to my friend, my colleague.
Shout out.
And she has positively impacted my life, just like I have impacted my life. Yeah. And there are some moments when I just need her. And there are some moments when she needs me. Yeah. So it's important to be an entrepreneur alone, to do your business alone. But for me, it has been a blessing to work with somebody who shares the same vision with me and who's patient. Okay. Very patient.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So we are getting to the closing of this marvelous time that we had together. So, but there's one thing that I wanted to ask you. You know, the definition of success. Yes. People say that to be for you to be considered a successful person, you need to have like big buildings, a Range Rover, you know, all those things. But will you consider yourself as successful in what you're doing in your endeavors right now?
Yes. With so much humility, of course, I consider myself as successful. Like I've succeeded. Yeah. Why? Because for me, success is doing something that you wanted to do. Yeah. And I think I succeed every day, because when I wake up, I have some objectives.
Thank you.
And I end up, doing those things that I want to do. So I succeed every day. Yeah. I succeed when I wake up. I plan maybe to have even having my breakfast is success to me.
But I tell you, like sometimes I'm like, you have no idea how it's so hard, like to get up from your bed in the morning and to keep pushing forward
That's
and not
already.
Giving up. I feel like this is already success.
Exactly. That's why I think
everybody will not agree with us on this, right? But again, I'm so happy that you're able to say that success is not measured necessarily in the number of things, of buildings or cars that you own, or even if you have like the latest. What's the latest iPhone that people are holding right now?
It should be 16. I don't know.
You see?
I don't know because the most important thing also I can say lastly is that don't let people define success for you. Yes. The moment you follow that path, you might be depressed, because if people define success for you, you'll be obliged to follow what they are telling you to do. Absolutely. But if you define success as just an achievement of what you personally want to do, then you'll be succeeding daily. And every hour you'll be succeeding.
You see?
Even cleaning the house is succeeding.
Yeah, no, people think that somebody who's cleaning the house is not successful. Maybe she's she's gonna get somewhere. But
Yes.
don't consider where she is like, okay, that's the end of her life.
Yes.
She's definitely like have plans. She's gonna get somewhere. So she's on the way.
Yes.
Getting up every day and then going to that work every single day. And then taking all the, I don't know, the I don't want to say a big word, crap from your boss, and then doing the job and coming back home every single day.
That's success.
You are already doing it. You are getting, this is the process.
Yes.
You definitely get somewhere.
Yes.
So,
yeah. So
I'm really,
that's my belief, and I think it has positively impacted my life because I don't wait for anybody to define success for me.
Thank you.
That's what has been pushing me. It doesn't mean that I don't go through challenges. I do go through challenges, but every time I stand up from falling, I call it success.
Amazing.
And that's my legacy.
Look at that. Okay. Thank you very much, Hawah, for the time you gave us. You gave us, and we really appreciated like all the advice and then everything that you shared with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed also our discussion.
You did?
Yes, and I hope I will impact the young ladies out there positively.
Yeah.
And also I can't wait to listen to your future guests to learn more, because as an entrepreneur you keep learning.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Thank you for being with us on your podcast Legacies, a product by For High Impact Initiative. We were with our amazing guest Hawah, and it was an amazing journey. So we'll see you in our next episode with again an extraordinary woman. And please check us out on all our platforms, and we'll see you in the next episode.